Hello and welcome. Today we bring you the latest updates from Pattaya, Thailand. Over the past few days, the city has seen a series of dramatic and sometimes shocking events, ranging from serious traffic accidents to nightclub raids, violent disputes, and illegal entertainment venues. These incidents once again highlight how Pattaya remains one of the busiest and most unpredictable cities in Thailand. Let's go through what has happened in detail. In the early hours of August 30th, 2025, a horrifying motorcycle crash took place on Sukhumvit Road, right across from Macro, Pattaya. It was around 3 o'clock in the morning when a group of Middle Eastern tourists were seen riding at dangerously high speeds. Witnesses reported that they were racing each other, heads bent forward in a typical racing posture, and none of them wore helmets. Suddenly, tragedy struck. A powerful black Honda CBR 650R collided into the rear of a smaller Yamaha Spark. The impact was so violent that both riders were thrown onto the road while the motorcycle slid in opposite directions, leaving long skid marks on the asphalt. The Honda was destroyed while the Yamaha was left overturned near the roadside. When rescue units from Sawang Boribun arrived, they found a horrifying scene. 2 men were lying badly injured, one of them bleeding heavily from a deep wound to the head. He was gasping for air and barely conscious. Paramedics rushed to stabilize both victims, bandaging wounds, giving oxygen, and then transporting them urgently to a nearby hospital. 2 other individuals from the same group also suffered minor injuries but did not require immediate hospitalization. A local witness, 37-year-old Jakpong Wongan, later explained what he had seen. He said the tourists had been riding recklessly, weaving through lanes and accelerating as soon as the traffic light turned green. Just as he was pulling out his phone to record, the crash happened in front of his eyes. According to him, the speed was extremely high, leaving no chance for either rider to avoid the impact. The shocking accident was also captured on CCTV, which clearly shows the Yamaha moving along the right lane when the Honda, approaching from behind at tremendous speed, slammed into it. Police collected the footage as crucial evidence. Investigators are now preparing a detailed report to determine the cause and possible charges. Authorities also issued a reminder that Pattaya's roads, already notorious for accidents, become even more dangerous when drivers ignore basic safety rules. They urged all tourists and residents to slow down, wear helmets, and respect traffic laws at all times. Only a few hours after this accident, Pattaya authorities turned their focus to nightlife inspections. At 3:30 in the morning on August 31st, 2025, a large team led by Bamlamong District Chief Officer Natawat Sopan Sawatsilp arrived at Z4 Pattaya, a popular nightclub located inside the Excite project on 3rd Road. When officers entered the club, they found 99 customers inside, 35 men and 64 women, including both Thai citizens and foreign tourists. The atmosphere was lively, with music playing and guests enjoying themselves, but the party quickly stopped when authorities ordered everyone to line up. Each individual had to present identification and undergo a drug test. The process took some time, but eventually all results came back negative. While no drugs were found on the premises, officers did discover 5 e-cigarettes hidden inside the building. Investigators believe these belonged to guests who quickly discarded them when the raid began, worried about legal consequences. Although e-cigarettes are illegal in Thailand, the quantity was small and no one claimed ownership. The items were confiscated and logged as evidence. After the operation, District Officer Natawat addressed the press. He explained that such surprise inspections are part of a continuous campaign to ensure safety in Pattaya's nightlife sector. He noted that compared to past raids, violations have decreased, which is a positive sign. Still, the checks will continue regularly to maintain order and give confidence to both tourists and residents that entertainment venues are safe and drug-free. Just 1 day earlier, in the early morning hours of August 30th, another raid uncovered an entirely different problem: illegal vaping sales. At exactly 12:36 a.m., police stormed a commercial building on Soi Pornapranimit 2. From the outside, the shop appeared to be a small convenience store named Orderve, selling snacks and everyday goods. But once inside, officers discovered a secret room filled wall-to-wall with vaping devices and accessories. Over 600 items were seized, including flavored pods, disposable vapes, coils, and advanced e-cigarette kits. Police also found 20,000 baht in cash, believed to be profits from illegal sales. The shop owner, identified only as Miss A, along with 2 employees, was taken into custody. During the raid, one individual at the scene attempted to bribe the officers, offering money in exchange for leniency. The bribe was firmly rejected, and additional charges were considered. Investigators later revealed that this was not the first time the shop had been caught. The operators had a history of running businesses that disguised themselves as something else. At first, they sold fruit. Later, they posed as a regular mini-mart. Each time, they secretly sold e-cigarettes until police raided them again. Despite these repeated closures, the business kept reopening under a new cover. This time, police vowed to apply stronger penalties to stop the cycle once and for all. On the evening of the same day, another case of violence shook Pattaya. At around 9:30 at night, emergency responders received a report of a stabbing inside an apartment building. When police arrived, they rushed to the 4th floor where they found a chaotic scene. The door to one apartment had been forced open, blood stains covered the floor, and the victim lay injured. The victim was a 22-year-old man named Waratep Piwanuan. He had been stabbed in the back of the neck with a pair of scissors. He was losing blood rapidly and in severe pain. Rescue workers provided urgent first aid and immediately transferred him to the hospital. Witnesses explained that the violent confrontation started as something trivial. 2 women had argued over a blocked parking space. The verbal exchange escalated into pushing and shoving. One of the women's boyfriends, enraged by the situation, stormed into the victim's apartment in a fit of anger. There, he grabbed scissors and stabbed the young man before escaping with his girlfriend. Police have since launched a manhunt, promising to bring the suspect to justice quickly. Officials emphasized that violent behavior, especially over minor disputes, will not be tolerated. And finally, in the early morning hours of August 30th, another raid targeted an illegal late-night bar. The establishment, called Feel Camp and located in Soi Pattaya, Thai, presented itself as a restaurant. However, in reality, it was operating as a nightclub long after legal closing hours. At around 5 o'clock in the morning, officials entered and found a crowded party atmosphere. Customers were enjoying barbecue pork, live music, and strong alcoholic drinks, even though sales should have ended hours earlier. The music was shut off immediately, and police began checking everyone present. Vehicles outside were searched, and urine drug tests were carried out. 6 people, including both staff members and customers, tested positive for drugs. They were detained for further testing and rehabilitation programs. Even more alarming, evidence showed that the venue was selling a banned substance, a kratom-based drink known locally as 4x100. This potent mixture is illegal in Thailand, and its sale added serious charges against the manager of the establishment. The manager now faces multiple offenses, including operating an unlicensed entertainment venue, selling alcohol after legal hours, and distributing an illegal kratom drink. Authorities stated clearly that such venues will continue to be targeted. They stressed that while Pattaya is known worldwide as a city of entertainment, the law must still be respected and illegal activities will not be tolerated. Over just a few days, Pattaya witnessed a tragic high-speed motorcycle accident, raids on clubs and vape shops, a stabbing fueled by a parking dispute, and the discovery of a bar illegally selling kratom. These incidents reflect both the risks and the challenges faced by a city that never sleeps. Police and district officials have promised stronger enforcement and more frequent checks, while rescue workers remain prepared for emergencies at any hour of the day or night. Pattaya continues to prove that it is a place where dramatic stories can unfold at any moment.